Good morning. We are going to begin on our mat in child's pose. So come over your knees with your forehead resting on the mat. We're going to take a few moments to come to rest in this space. Shoulders are rounding away from the spine towards either side of your body. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then in and a deep breath out. And do one more. We're going to come up to a table pose. You're going to put both hands flat on the mat. Hands and wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, coming into a flat back. And then as we inhale, come into cow, drop the belly down, look up, and exhale to cat. Round the shoulders forward, arch the back up. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Do one or two more rounds at your own pace. Inhale as you drop the belly down, look up. And exhaling as you round the back upwards. One more inhale. And as we exhale, we'll come back into table, making sure that we have a firm base. Next, we are going to extend the right arm forward, left leg back, coming into a balancing table. And take a few breaths here. Returning to table and then going to the other side, extending your left arm forward, right arm back. And back to table. Now to stretch the upper back, we're going to open to the right side. So left hand stays firm on the ground. Right arm extends upwards towards the sky or ceiling. Feel the opening in your chest and the stretch along the right side of your upper back. Inhale here. And then on an exhale, we're going to thread the right arm under the left, coming across the armpit. And relax your upper back towards the floor, feeling a nice stretch along your upper back. Returning to your table, we're going to now do that on the left side. So we're going to bring our left arm up towards the ceiling or sky. Then thread it down under the right arm, reaching across the floor, then bringing your shoulder down. Your left shoulder comes down towards the floor. Your head can rest on the floor as well. A few breaths here as you feel your shoulders relaxing. Now we're going to return back to our table, and now we're going to curl the toes under, push the heels back, move up into downward facing dog. Feel the arms stretch as the hips lift forward. It's okay to have your knees bent here. Take an inhale But as we exhale, we're going to move forward into plank. So when we're in plank, you're going to want to have your wrists directly beneath your shoulders. Your ankles are about hip width apart. You're feeling a strength along your arms. Firm up your core. We're going to lower down to our bellies. Relax the tops of the feet towards the floor, and then just lift your chest up into a low cobra. We're not pushing with our hands, we're just lifting up with our back. And then as we come down, we're going to want to come into a Sphinx pose. So we're going to put our forearms flat on the mat. Just gently gaze forward. Shoulders are rolling back, chest is rolling forward. Low back is relaxed. We're not crunching into our low back here. Then we are going to rest back down before we push back up into downward facing dog. Stretch out your hamstrings here for a moment. Downward facing dog before walking up to the front edge of your mat for a forward fold. Lift halfway up before forward folding down again. Arms come up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to lean, doing a crescent towards the right, stretching out the left side of our body. And then back up and then lean to the left, stretching out the right side of our body. Then back up. Then we're going to twist our arms open to the right, keeping our hips facing forward, twisting from the upper body. And back up. And then towards the left, twisting open to the left, feeling that nice stretch in the spine. And then back up. Now we're going to dive forward, coming back into a standing forward bend. Lift halfway up before moving into a low lunge. Your right leg comes down. Now we're going to move into warrior one. Drop your back heel as you lift up with your hips facing forward in warrior one. 90-degree bend in the front left leg. Don't let the knee go past your toes. Then we're going to open into warrior two. So look towards your right side. Arms can come into prayer in the chest and then open up, looking out over your left arm. This is warrior two. Moving into reverse warrior, lifting your left arm up, flipping the palm, right arm rests towards the back of your right leg. Back into warrior two, and then cartwheel your arms back down into lunge. Step your left foot back into downward facing dog, then walk back forward to the front edge of your mat, back into a standing forward fold. Bring your feet to touch. We're going to sit back briefly into chair pose. Again, squatting down but not letting the knees go past the toes. Stand up into a mountain. Your arms go back. Nice back bend. Then bending forward and bringing your arms all the way up and over your head, feeling that nice stretch in the upper back. Then relax back down into a forward fold, halfway lift. Then we're going to lunge back now with the left foot. So right knee is bent, left foot is back. Anchor the left heel down, coming forward into warrior one. Now opening into warrior two. Left arm rests back, right arm comes up into reverse warrior. Before reversing back into warrior two. Cartwheel the arms back down into your lunge. And we're going to move into a downward facing dog. Feel free to walk the heels back down. Feel a nice stretch in your back. Lift your hips. Deep breath in and out here. Then we're going to come down into an easy seat. Sit cross-legged. before we move into a boat pose. So for boat, first you can bring your feet flat on the mat. We're gonna lift the lower legs up to 90 degrees and then extend your arms forward. It's okay to feel a shake in your core or in your legs. If this is challenging, you can rest your arms here on your legs as well. It's going to strengthen the core and our lower backs. Move back into easy seat. Now we're going to do a bridge pose. So lay back with your feet flat on the ground, feet are about hip distance apart. Lift your hips up, bring your arms in. Again, bring your shoulders inching towards the spine. You can cross your arms, lift your hips high. Feel that nice stretch in the mid to upper back. Then carefully lower back down. We're going to move into a happy baby pose. So we're going to bring our legs back. Grab the outside or inside edges of your feet. You can rock back and forth. Your full spine is extending. You feel the massage along the entire length of your spine. Opening your hips here, spreading your legs wide with your arms clasping your feet before we relax down into our corpse pose, Shavasana. Deep breath in and out here. Bringing your arms to your side, your feet can drop out. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Thank you for spending this time with us. We hope that this feels good on your back. Namaste.